Hi. So, this is not a response to your video yet. I haven't had time to make my dream board. This is just going to be a review of 50 Shades, because yes, I have read it. Yeah. So, first, we know that 50 Shades was originally written as a fan fiction for Twilight, and it's something that you can tell, because the similarities in the beginning are quite, similar. Similar at the beginning or similar. What am I saying? Yes. As it goes on, it's different, but the beginning basics are the same. Like Anastasia, who's the main character, um, she is what I've written down: an insecure, smart female. Yes, insecure, virgin, smart female. I think she's got a 4.0 in college. Likes to read, and um, then Christian Grey is I have written insecure, smart female attended by dangerous, disturbed, intelligent, rich boy. Yes, a very disturbed boy. You learn throughout the stories, not just the first book, but the whole trilogy, that Christian's mom was a crack whore, and um, he wasn't really treated right by her pimp. And so after his mom died, he was like with her, locked in the house with her dead body for a week or so. Traumatizing. And then he got adopted by the doctor, one of the doctors that saved him. And even after that, he had a really nice family, nice mom and everything. But his mom's best friend started sexually abusing him. Like, they call her Mrs. Robinson because he doesn't realize he was sexually abused. But like, he doesn't like to be touched. But she, like, as he didn't think he was worthy of it. So she did like this abusive, dominant sub thing. So he liked kinky sex that is harmful. Yeah. And anyways, he meets Anastasia, and, kind of like Edward and Bella, they're like instant attraction. And I would just run. Like, he is disturbed. Google dominant sub or something. But it's pretty much wanting to beat the other person. And, like, some pleasure, in there. And everything. Kinky sex. And whips and vibrators and butt plugs. And little balls that go up there. Yes. I felt so dirty reading this book series. You're so dirty. It was, yeah. I mean, um, here's some of, this is near the end of the first book, and they're rediscussing the contract, because this is a contract, because he doesn't do real relationships. He does this dom sub thing, and this is the first girl he's ever done, like, gotten involved with that already wasn't in that lifestyle, so he thinks he could break her into it. Now, if I would have seen that contract, I would have run, and I would have seen the playroom, which is full of whips and all these things. I would have run too. But we're talking about, I haven't been in danger since I met you, Mr. Grey. Rules or no rules. And talking about how she needs to be punished or something. And we can do this all day, baby, but I will get you, and it will just be worse for you when I do. No, you won't. I must not be overconfident. I repeat this as a mantra. My subconscious has found her Nikes, and she's on the starting blocks. Anyone would think you didn't want me to catch you. I don't. That's the point. I feel about punishment the way you feel about me touching you. His entire demeanor changes in a nanosecond. Gone is playful Christian, and he stands staring at me as if I slapped him. He's ashen. That's how you feel? He whispers. Blah, 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 blah. But last night in the playroom, I do it for you, Christian, because you need it. I don't. You didn't hurt me last night. That was in a different context, and I can rationalize that internally. I don't know if he used a little bit of the whip last night, or he used, like, the silver balls that she really likes. I want to hurt you, but not beyond anything that you couldn't take. F word, because I don't know who's watching this, so F word! Why? He runs his hands through his hair. I just need it. He pauses, gazing at me with anguish, and he closes his eyes and shakes his head. I can't tell you, he whispers. Can't or won't? Won't. So you know why. Yes. Blah, 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 blah. He's kissing me. I send blah, blah. Don't leave me. Oh, nocturnal confessions. I don't want to go. Show me. Show you what? Show me how much you can hurt me. I'll see how much I can take. Blah, blah, blah. And And bend over the bench, he murmurs softly. Okay, I can do this. Blah, blah. And then remember, there's code words, so if it gets too intense, she's supposed to use a code word. She didn't do that the first time. He spanked her, and she ended up, like, bawling after we left, and then wrote him in, like, emails, because she's much more able to speak her mind in emails instead of when he's there, because she gets all flustered in sexual tension and stuff. Rolling your eyes. Always makes him want to spank her. I close my eyes, bracing myself for the blow. It comes hard. I think it's with a whip. On the back, and the bite of the belt is everything I feared. I cry out involuntarily and takes a huge gulp of air. Count, Anastasia, he commands. One, I shout at him, and it sounds like an expletive. Blah, blah, it hurts really much. 6, blah, blistering pain. Ah, he's done fighting him. Don't touch me, I hiss. I straighten and stare at him, and he's watching me as if I might bolt, eyes wide, bemused. This is what you really like? Me like this? I use the sleeve of the bathrobe to wipe my nose. Well, you're one effed up son of a B-word. Anna, he pleads, shocked. Don't you dare Anna me. And yeah, she doesn't realize that he's messed up, and she doesn't like the beating thing. And you know what? She breaks up with him, but then she, like, 2 chapters into the next book, they're back together, they're doing it. Like, I guess, like you said, it makes, like, Mrs. Robinson, the child molesting, makes me really uncomfortable. Some of this kinky stuff, it makes me really uncomfortable. Like, one of my friends says some of it isn't that bad, and it could be quite pleasurable. But I can't get over he wants to hurt her. And we find out later that he wants to hurt her because she looks like his crack whore mom, and that's how he always chooses his subs, that they look like his mom, and so he wants to beat them and have sex with them. And so, disturbing. But otherwise, there is character development throughout the whole series. You see Anna become more of a competent woman. She actually, because of course she marries him and everything is happily ever after with kids. She becomes editor of a book publishing company, like CEO of it. So she grows into this competent young woman who becomes wealthier than you can imagine. So I can understand why people want to be her. They want to marry a rich bloke. That's pretty hot. Christian gets over his aversion to touch with her. She can touch him now, and Mrs. Robinson's no longer allowed to touch him because he realizes, oh my god. And his mom finds out, too. She gets really pissed. And maybe it's Elena. I think her name's Elena. But Mrs. Robinson. And so, he finds out that he actually was sexually abused as a kid. He finally realizes that, no, it was not healthy. And the way he likes his sex is not healthy. And, like, he's been going to a therapist forever. But he finally realizes this. Because as you know, Anna gets pregnant. And then he, like, flips out a little bit. But then he realizes that he wouldn't want his kid to be treated like he was with Mrs. Robinson. So yeah, there's character development all around. There's less, he doesn't want to hurt her anymore. They get rid of all that kind of stuff in the playroom, but they still want to have their kinky effery. So yes, this is a really long review rant about 50 Shades. You can read it if you want, but there's a lot of uncomfortable sex scenes that are very kinky. And you get really pissed off at her, because just bolt as soon as you see the playroom and he says he wants to hurt you. It's not healthy. Why didn't you go to your nice friend who likes you? Like, not someone who kind of wants to beat the crap out of you. I just don't understand. So yeah, that's 50 Shades in a nutshell. I hope this was enlightening, and when I get home from work today, I'm off at 9:30. Not 9:30, it is 9:30. I'm off at 3:30, so I'll make my dream board when I get home, and I'll respond to your video. So, yeah, 50 Shades. Love you, bye.